Drop the brace.
Hey guys, Mike, Ryan, and Jiggy here from FullHouseRS, and welcome to part 64 of our week ahead, where we take a look at what happened last week, as well as talk about what we plan for videos this week, and hopefully we can get them out. We've been having some issues with that. But what happened this week? The update, the main update at least, was Revolution, as well as other combat updates. So, in general, what do we think about Revolution?
It's okay. It's nothing that I think people had their hopes a bit too high for what it would actually do to the game.
Yeah, I guess Connor was working it out and said it was like 75% efficient if you're not even paying attention to it, which is okay, but it's not great.
I like it for Slayer, but well, I was trying to do Glazors with it when I was doing my from scratch.
Yeah.
And it was just like very difficult for some reason. I don't know, I just like couldn't get used to it. But
in fairness, it's not really meant for boss type monsters.
Yeah. But when I was doing Slayer with it, it was fine. I really liked it.
I would say that it's way better than Momentum. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Of course.
And the quote unquote improved Momentum isn't really improved at all. It's basically the same. It's the same thing, except you can use ultimates. If you use thresholds, it breaks momentum. But in certain cases, I guess momentum would still be useful, but Revolution kind of takes its place in almost every other situation.
When it comes down to it, really, it's not going to be ever going to be actually using abilities.
No. The annoying part about it for me is just you don't have enough, and I think Ryan mentioned this as well to me, was that there's not enough action bars to make a proper Revolution bar.
Yeah.
Because the Revolution works based on the sequences of which you have your abilities, and since you already have abilities for when you're going manual for probably bossing, you just don't have enough space.
Yeah, I have to move everything around. It's really annoying.
We definitely need some more ability bars soon, I think. Especially if they do bring out more abilities, because they're just going to need more space.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that was added with the combat updates was ability queuing, and for the most part I like what they were trying to do with it, but there are some flaws to it, and so I have it turned off.
The first being, it's really fucking annoying.
I would be completely fine with it if it didn't have one major flaw, and that is it will queue, if you have a basic queued, it will completely get rid of a threshold or an ultimate that you are using manually. So I think that thresholds and ultimates should only be able to be interrupted with a manual basic move.
Yeah. My problem with the queuing is it's constantly flashing on your screen.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was a bit more subtle.
I don't really mind that too much.
I mean, yeah, I kind of don't notice that so much because I was used to it before, or I'm used to it now because when you use an ability, it always has the little clockwise coming back thing. So technically your things are always flashing because those are actually frame by frame getting put to your screen. But I do kind of understand what you mean because it is a circle going round and round forever.
All right, what was the other updates, Mike?
Mainly ninja updates, really.
Yep. Yeah. Well, first, they delayed the quest that was supposed to be out last month till this month, which is March now. And they're still not even going to get it in this month, so they're working on it even more, which is okay because we have a new quest this month a better quest to take its place.
Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about it.
Quest.
Mm-hmm. But for the ninja updates, the first option of the gem bag has been changed to fill instead of inspect, which is good because I'm going to be actually using it all the time. Well, I used it before at Abbey Demons, but now it's just way easier. The Slayer XP reward for killing Bork has been increased, basically doubled to 3k now per kill.
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. A nice little tooltip has been added to the coin pouch so that when you hover above it, it says how much coins you have so you don't have to examine it. All the construction animations have been updated. Well, most of them, for actually building things. All stackable feathers gathered while hunting birds can be used for fly fishing. That was just for rainbow. For some reason, rainbow feathers wouldn't work, which I know from a fact when I was lower on this account, it was very annoying because I had a ton of those that I wish I could have used, but I couldn't. So now you can use them. It's good for lower levels who are going to fly fish, I suppose. Finally, my arm has decided to permanently keep the door open from his herb patch if you did farm runs from that from the Trollheim patch. So another small, nice update.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, as well as the engine updates this week, which are supposedly to fix the crashes that everybody were having. So I haven't really noticed a crash since then, so hopefully that's been fixed. And it's definitely fixed the bloom issue I had with my ATI card, which is good, where I was having like black and gray grass. It was really annoying. And that was all the updates. So now we can talk about what videos we have planned. Specifically Ryan, because he is the best.
Of course. So I'm pretty sure the first video I'm going to have up is a road to trim. Of course. So yeah, I'll have that out. And besides that, I'm going to do a road to one build from scratch. And I talked about what I would do in my last video, Mike. All right, what about you, Mike?
I'm a dick. What about you, Jiggy?
Nothing from me, surprisingly.
For my videos this week, since I just did a bank video, I'm not going to have a road to max this week. But I am going to have a treasure trail video somewhat because I want to get back to the series that I was doing before. But this isn't going to be any like the hard, the easy, or the medium clues. This isn't going to get completely back on track. But I have a lot of elites that I have stored on my computer, so it's just kind of be a transition, so I can work back into doing treasure trails every week. Or actually, in my case, I'm thinking I'm going to do it like every 2 weeks. So I'll have a video for one, and then the next week I'll have the Barrows videos, because I'm going to get back to doing Barrows as well.
All right.
But this week will be the Elite Treasure Trail video that I guess I'll have out. And the other video, I wanted to try to get the one I was planning for this week, which was kind of just supposed to be a joke on some complaining that has been happening on the forums. But it turns out that this card isn't that great, so I can't actually do that yet. I'm going to kind of have to wait for my other card to come back before I can make a video like that.
I also am trying to plan a versus with Mike.
Yes.
Whenever we can get together. At the very least, I hope to have it recorded this week.
That about wraps up this video. Kind of a short one because we only had so many of us here. Jason's asleep and Bob is off getting some boots, or at least trying to. So until our next video, guys, this is from all of us here at FullHouseRS, but especially me, Ryan, and Jiggy, saying see you next time.
Bye now.
Eat sleep ribs. Eat sleep ribs. Eat sleep ribs. Eat sleep.